my mom was going to go into pharmacy school beforehand, and my mom and a lot of members of my family rely a lot on pharmaceuticals for like autoimmune disorders and mental health. So I knew a lot about pharmacy. I grew up going to the pharmacies with my mom. I thought they were great. I thought it was so cool. They gave her the drugs that helped her live her life. And my brother was in a really dark place, but he got on this pharmaceutical that really changed it all around. Like I saw him smile for the first time in like 5 years. I was like, this is incredible. Like I want to be a cog in the chain that does this for other families. So I thought that biochemistry was honestly just the most closely related to what pharmacy is, how drugs affect the body. So because of that, I went into biochemistry.
I actually took o.chem as kind of testing the waters entryway into the pre-med track. At the time, I was a mechanical engineering major, and I was deciding whether or not I would kind of wanted to go down the whole pre-med thing. And when I took o.chem, I actually enjoyed the class a lot, and I ended up seeing it like with different stuff, like in research labs, like even like a cancer research lab that I was in, like they synthesized some of their own experimental drugs, and like seeing how all the topics come back and like how intricately tied in it is to like everything. I found that really cool and ended up continuing to pursue the pre-med thing and really enjoyed it.
I think o.chem, with the amount of information we were taught, like the pace of the course, I think I learned how to spot out the structure of the course more like faster, and then how to streamline my studying so that it fits with the structure of the course.
I thought this course was really good in teaching me problem solving and kind of throwing problems at you that you haven't seen before, in which like a lot of the previous courses before that, they're like a lot of questions you've seen before on a test review or something you memorized. So I thought that was really helpful when I took physics 1 and 2 at UT, which were also challenging courses.
I completely agree with I think the only reason why I was able to not do bad in physics was because I used doing a lot of practice and going to office hours, because I thought that was like the hardest class I ever took.
I had to take the course as prerequisites for applying to veterinary school. But what made me find that I enjoyed it is understanding how it related to other concepts, and including like my future hopeful profession in veterinary medicine. Like for example, I took pharmacology within my first year, and o.chem and still played a part in that. And I found myself reviewing some notes that I had from o.chem or other courses. Really helped me kind of tie different subjects together in my major.
I think the aspect of problem solving together with your friends and not by yourself, I think that adds a little more, like doctor aspect to the whole thing, kind of like looking at a patient and like a lot of different symptoms, and you see the product of the reaction, and then you go back in retrosynthesis, kind of like figuring out what the source of the disease or the symptoms are. I think that's one of the most valuable things about o.chem.
When you do manage to be successful in this class, you can find that you actually really enjoy it, and it might play to certain strengths you didn't know that you had. For me, for example, I had previously never really been a math person. Really struggled a lot more in classes like calculus, but this is highly reliant on like pattern recognition, and it's very visual. And so I found like, oh, this actually isn't that bad for me. And I found that like boosted my confidence in other courses moving forward.